In just 50 minutes from now, well within the hour, the moon is due to have visitors from another planet.
Former astronaut Wally Schirra at his side.
Man on the moon.
That moment, without Walter, inconceivable. Oh, boy.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins here. We've got a special report for you today. I received an Instagram from Luther Scott, and he wanted me to look at these coordinates, and I'm plugging them up right now into the Google Earth, and we're going to look at it in real time together. There's a mystery behind an object that's been discovered underneath the ice. Right now we're looking at it, and it really doesn't show much of anything. It does show that Google seems to want to hide this from you. They're blurring it purposely, in my opinion. We're not getting a high-res imagery from within this area. We see some light imagery from Google Earth. It's pretty pixelated, but to the right we see the pristine clarity from the satellites capturing the surface of planet Earth. But as we look at this a little closer, we're going to do a little investigation and reveal something that I don't think has been seen before. And Luther Scott sent this to my Instagram. If you want to go check out our Instagram, it's called Official Third Phase of Moon. Anyway, so let's delve into this and go back in time. Right now, I'm at 2016, and this is the last image from the Antarctic in regards to Google Earth imagery. But if you go back in time, you can still see, as I'm at 2014, the imaging has not changed whatsoever, but we're backing it up. 2013, we're going to keep going to 2012. Now, look at this. They're really wanting to shade this region out. To the left, very clear, but wait till we get to the object that has been discovered by Luther. We're going back in time. Here we go. We keep going back. The imagery is not improving to the right whatsoever. And we're still going back in time. 2006, 2004, 2003, and we're going back 2002. Wow, you really have to go back in time to see it, but it's coming up right here. And if we're going to look at it, let's pull it up. Let's bring in a little zoom. This is the object that I'm talking about. As you can see, the coordinates are right here. We're looking at it, and we can see some kind of an anomaly, something out of place. It almost seems to me like a ship has landed in the middle of this little crater in the Antarctic. But what's really weird, it has these strange colors. We have a little bit of orange hue, a little bit of green here. Let's bring it up a little closer. It definitely resembles some kind of ship. Not exactly sure what this is, but it has this fuselage, almost like a rocket fuselage, if you ask me, but it's definitely out of place in this crater. What's weird is when we go back in time, it's still there as in these dates, but at that one point, it's gone. 1997, we see no indication of whatever this object is. Could it be just revealed due to the nature of climate, the way it's changing? Maybe a little bit of melting, maybe not. Maybe it's underneath the ice, but it's weird. When you still go back in time, there is no suppression going on. The image is there. We don't have any kind of blocks from Google Earth. But again, look at what we're doing it when we go to 2016. You see this bar right here? It's totally blocking out the whole area. What are they trying to hide? We just got lucky enough from Luther to give us a heads up. When you go back to 2001, we see it. Did they make a mistake? Did they reveal something to us and they haven't covered this part up via 2001, December 2001? Do you think maybe in the next few days, Google's going to go back and cover this up? You just never know, because it seemed like they're trying to hide it. Again, it was exposed for about 2 years on Google Earth. And then in 1998, it's not there. It appears for the first time on Google Earth in 1999. And then it continues through 2000, 2001. And then they want to cover it up as of 2002. Again, we're not getting any. See the way it just, I'm backing it up a little bit. It looks pretty clear here, but when you want to get a closer look at what they do. This blur comes up. Why are they doing this? And then you go throughout the years, and then they have this strip. We got Brent here with me, and he's looking at over this as well, and he's kind of scratching his head. Why do you think Google Earth is suppressing this imagery?
Yeah, Blake, it's not the first time Google's done this. It's kind of a regular habit of theirs. They seem to see that there's some sort of discovery, and automatically they're going to go and kind of blur it out, redact it. So what we're looking at is, quite strange. I got to say, I'd like to get a measurement on this thing, if we could pull up on this object, because it's rather interesting. There's some things about it that we need to talk about, especially the size of it. I want to know how big it is, and I noticed there's sections to it. You can see it's kind of compartmentalized with blocks. It's kind of constructed. It doesn't look like it's natural. None of the surrounding features resemble anything like this, and the way it pops up and disappears in these certain years is rather strange as well. All right, Blake's pulling up the ruler right now, so let's take a look at how large this, whatever it is, sitting in the middle of the Antarctic. It's rather weird. So here we go. It's huge. It's almost 632 feet. So it's actually bigger than I thought it was. I was going to say maybe 100 feet. So 632 feet. This is quite large. So the question becomes, what is this? And now the width is 193 feet. That's huge. This is like amazing, because if you imagine that size, it's like a large building, an apartment complex, I would say, a huge one at that point as well. So whatever's happening here is not an anomaly. It's a structure of some sort, or possibly a vehicle, maybe even a flying vehicle. But again, if we look past in the date and we pull back from the region, you see this kind of river flow that goes off towards the ocean. You could see it as we pull in just a little bit, and then you could see it kind of dragging across the ocean. The river flows. So it looks like it's falling from this valley here, and maybe there's a reveal at this point where this is why we could see this object now, due to global ice melt and the Antarctic region losing its ice. And this is why this vehicle or spacecraft showed up on Google. Why are they trying to cover this up?
Yeah, it doesn't make much sense, Brent. Why would they cover this up? It seems like they're blurring the images purposely, and we just got lucky to have this window for a couple years where the object is exposed. And I got a feeling Google's maybe going to go back and blur the image out. I'm glad we got this out in Third Phase Moon. There's a lot of mystery in the Antarctic. A lot of Google coordinates have been coming in over the years, and we had Rich from GoofOn look over some of the incredible discoveries right here at Third Phase Moon because of people like you with the sharp eye. He did a follow-up on Third Phase UFO Report, our sister channel.
So I'm going to bring up Antarctica. This one's good. This is really good. Are you still buckled in? All right. You're watching Third Phase UFO Report. I'm your host, Rich Giordano, for this episode. And many more should be coming out by Dark Hour Paranormal, Michael Roser. And more from Doc Skinner, 1028 Productions, and Dr. J Radio Live. We'll be doing something in the near future, we hope. So let's move on to Antarctica, shall we? Here we go. In 3. I don't like that. 2. All right, we're going to go for it. 1.
Happy holidays, everybody from around the world. This is Blake Cousins, along with my brother Brent, and we're going to share with you something that's incredible. Everybody loves the Antarctic mystery, and it baffles people to this day. But what I'm about to show you will make you wonder what the heck is going on. We're going into a region here, and we did some study. And what we were about to show you blew us away. Look at what we found down here. I'm not exactly sure what it is. And we're going to be zooming in a little closer. I'm just getting the computer loading here. But if you look within the basin here, I found it. It's going to be a holiday treat, everybody, because what we're about to see, we're going to delve into it a big time. Let's get down to the bottom of what exactly this is. Started off with something big. And have we just discovered some kind of piece of a Stargate? Look at this. The symmetrics behind it, the teeth, the gears. It's incredible to be.
Oh, come on. You got to be kidding me. Already with this? Are you kidding me? Could that seriously just be rocks that are around a little circle area here, like a quarter of a circle. This is amazing already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Looks like there might be one here. I think this is unbelievable. This is why I wanted to talk about it, because we can't forget what's already been found. And I don't see how anybody missed this. This is crazy. All right, let's continue with this.
Behold, and it doesn't look like nature, in my opinion.
Nope.
It looks totally what you would see in engineering, some kind of apparatus.
Yep.
Brent, what's your thoughts right off as we're looking at this?
Yeah, Blake, we're just starting up, and I'm really excited about to show the whole area, this whole field. What we're looking at here is debris parts, possibly, maybe even a piece, like you said, a piece of a Stargate. What we're looking at is not natural, I could guarantee you that. What we're looking at is something that looks like it was created. By whom is the question, and how long ago? What sort
All
of
right, here's a weird anomaly, and I know you're going to agree. Bring me up for a second. See this here? This little line in the middle? Why is it only here? And you can even see a little piece up here. How come we don't see this little rip in the stitching of the Google Earth photo? We only see it here. We don't see it anywhere else. I don't know. I think they're hiding something. I don't know what they think, but obviously something happened here that isn't happening anywhere else. So to me, that shows they paid attention. They had to cover something up. I don't know if, you know what this could be? Maybe it's an airport. You know, maybe this is where it looks like a terminal. Right. Where's the runways? Here's one. No, man, this is just some sort of structure. Maybe I don't know. Let's see what they come up with.
debris field is this laying in the snow of the Antarctic? And could this be possible melting stages that's revealing these structures that we've never seen?
Yeah, the images that we're looking at is as of 2019. So they're recent images. We're going to go back in time and take a look of what's going on. But as you can see, as we look at this, the mystery gets even deeper, and we can see more anomalies within this image. What do you guys want to check out? This thing or whatever these?
Let's go to the
anomalies
top
are?
left.
Let's get to the top here.
There you go.
Pull it up. And right away, just more bizarreness of something that really can't be explained. We're looking at it right now. And to me, it seems that there could be some kind of structure that's being covered up. The winds are revealing it. But
you know what this is? I think I figured it out. Maybe. These connect with the Stargate. Those pieces go in here, maybe. Or maybe it's just another piece of it. You know? Could be. It's pretty amazing. It looks like maybe a piece broke up. Maybe it's the piece, maybe it's the Stargate. Maybe they were moving it and it exploded. And it just happened to land two different places, maybe?
About
I know it's a stretch.
Could it be ancient ruins from a lost civilization long ago?
Wait.
Yeah.
And we've also got a rip in the photograph. Funny, you don't see it anywhere else, just right on top of the things we're talking about. Yeah, they're not covering anything up. This here is some sort of machine. I don't know.
Yeah, look at that. They seem to be protruding from the snow, casting shadows, and obviously looking at the snow and the winds seem to be blanketing these kind of structures that stand out of this field of snow. Whatever's popping out is a real deal. Look at that. It seems to be falling to the top right up there.
Yeah, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. it looks like we approximately have about 10 structures, buildings partially covered up in the snow. I'm wondering if the images coming in Google 2020 around the corner, if it's going to reveal more of what this mystery develops into. But right now, we're going to get into this other anomaly that's within, I call, and Brent's calling it, the debris field. And this looks,
Could be
again, very out of place. This has no relevance to its surroundings other than it's a natural, in my opinion. And it looks like it's embedded into the snow, and it looks like it almost crash landed into it. You could see the entry point, or could that possibly just be the wind cap?
I think it's the
Is it a
wind.
rock popping out of the surface, or is this metallic?
You know what it looks like? An aircraft carrier. It just somehow time portal jumped all the way to here.
Again, look at that reaching
Or it's a
shadow
rock.
casting on top of the left side of this object, whatever it is. It's a good shot. I do like seeing the trajectory. It looks like it was a crash site and it left evidence in the snow. Or again, could it just be a possible direction of the trade winds in that particular area, creating this debris of snow that leaves its trail?
Yeah, we have the tell pile behind it, but what it is, we don't know. But again, when we pull back
Look at the
out,
shadow.
it comes into the bigger picture.
The shadow's kind of like got a little point to it too, right? I know.
Noticing all these anomalies, and then more
there's more.
bizarreness comes up. There is more, and again, it confirms to me that there is some kind of anomaly that went down, like something from outer space must have, or possibly have, just crashed long ago in the Antarctic, or is this a possible remnants of a lost civilization? Because when you look at this, it looks like, again, it's out of place. It doesn't really have any
It also looks like this was under some snow and ice, and the ice melted, and the remaining top layer that these were hidden under is right here. It's like because the wind constantly blows, it may have kept it level with the ground it was underneath, that it was melted with. It's weird. Got some sort of circular thing over here, but are these buildings of an ancient civilization? Very equidistant, you know? These are equidistant from one another, apparently.
business being there. But what's crazy about it is that it's next to this Stargate. It's almost like maybe there was a colony that once existed here. We're going to do a little flyover in 3D it here and take a look. But Brent, what do you think? A lost civilization? Is this a colony of some sort?
Yeah, it's a good perspective right there. It creates symmetry of what's happening. You could almost see a line, like there's a road that leads directly into this compound or
Right
ancient
here.
civilization.
You're exactly right. Look at this road right here. It seems that this
Right here. Huh?
has been excavated to create a massive road, but has been covered up by snow. A long-lost civilization being revealed, possibly for the
God.
first time through these images coming in. It's incredible. And then you have these little roads. This, to me, it seems like it'd be big.
Wait a second. You got a road here. You got a road here, maybe. Couple back here, I'm not sure. But this? That's a runway. Or a freeway. Or a way to get to point A to point B in a big UFO. This is great. Wow, what a find. So this was a couple of years ago. I'd like to see where we are now. Is it a couple of years ago? Yeah, December 23rd, 2019. About a year and a couple months.
Enough to land the largest aircraft that we know of, C-17s, military craft. Now we're getting the bigger picture. I got a feeling this is some kind of ancient airport that's being discovered.
Yes.
Again, look at this. It looks like a hometown, the way it's organized with your crossroads and landing strip.
Yep.
And it seems like there's different parts of the community. It could be an establishment, a place of worship, And that Stargate broke in piece, if that's what it is,
Just right.
it's an amazing
not too
piece.
far away. And again, you can see that it seems like it pretty much crash landed into it and broke apart, or maybe left out there. But whatever it is, it's very bizarre. Brent, I want to get your thoughts of again what this is, because
I know what it might be.
I'm scratching my head.
This might be the entrance to underground tunnels.
Is it natural?
An underground tunnel system. You know, we have tunnels in New York and other places in the world where they come right out of the ground into the city streets. I mean, maybe we're seeing a toll booth of some. It's a toll booth, man. This is Antarctic Tijuana. Oh boy, this is weird. Either this is a Stargate, or this is a port for ships, or this is a place where people dock their airplanes or whatever they're flying. Or it could just be the way they built the way they live. Could be this. I don't know. Pretty odd stuff. Yeah, there's only so much we could talk about. They've said it. I think there's a little bit more here. One more object. All right, we'll play the rest of this out. It's real interesting.
Yeah, it's good looking at the both of the close-up imagery, and also when you pull back, it gives a sense of scope. Can you pull the camera back as we pan over this? Look, there's nothing in that particular area. It all seems to be a conjunction of an establishment of ancient civilization.
Wow.
I want to get your thoughts, people from around the world. We're looking at this for the first time when we explored it. Is this an ancient road, a massive airstrip, and then you have the little roads that lead to individual anomalies, a civilization, a small...
And they seem to be like aligned, like they're right behind each other.
Colony that exists in the Antarctic. Is this actually possible? Is this the biggest breaking news before we hit 2020? I know. I think we've got to get the answer.
See what I mean? They're all aligned. So whatever it is, it's there, man. That's pretty wild stuff.
And we need them answered right now. These are big questions.
It's there.
We're dealing with, and I think in 2020, we may find the answer, and that's what we're doing right here at Third Phase of Moon. And we appreciate everybody from around the world who's been joining us, supporting the channel, watching.
It's amazing stuff, man. Can't deny what's going on. That ice is melting in Antarctica, and it's revealing this weird stuff. A lot of anomalies, things we don't understand, and I don't know how we will ever understand what's going on over there without going there. How are we going to do it? You know what I mean? It's pretty amazing to see this stuff and deny it. I just don't think you can deny the structures there. This is one of the most defined ones I've ever seen. We've seen a few over the years, right? But this has got a few areas here that you could question everything about them. Like, what are they? Where'd they come from? Is this some sort of explosion or crash landing of a bigger thing, a bigger object? Some do look like rocks, man. They do. I get it. But pretty amazing nonetheless. Makes you think. I always thought Antarctica was special, and it is. Believe me, that they think, right? Isn't this true? That they think Atlantis is in Antarctica now?
In just 50 minutes from now, well within the hour, the moon is due to have visitors from another planet.
Former astronaut Wally Schirra to side.
Man on the moon.
That moment, without Walter, inconceivable.
Oh boy.